Welcome to Gloria's Gab Live. Today I have as my guest Roxie Soto, and Roxie is with Quintero and Partners. But the reason she's here is because they have a big team for the
Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
yeah heart. And thank you very much for coming today.
Thank
We
you.
started talking about nonprofits, and I'm all about nonprofit stuff, and I thought it was so great that you've been doing this for a while, and Quintero and Partners is so involved in so many different things. But before we start and find out what's happening, want to thank our show sponsors, South Florida PBS. South Florida PBS has a great group of programming this month. October, just got my October issue,
Oh,
and
wow.
and it's so much fun. They're doing here. Hope is here. A lot of great shows, and they just did last month. They did one on the U.S. and the Holocaust.
Oh, wow.
Ken Burns and a couple of others were involved in that.
I love
making that.
PBS.
Oh my gosh! If you can go back and watch it, just fabulous programming. Anyway, they also have a healthcare channel, so it's allhealthtv.com.
Wow.
And you can get a lot of great information on healthcare
Always.
there, and it's free.
Wow.
And I'm sure LLS is involved in
Yeah.
providing some of that information as well. So let's start. I want to ask you how you've got a team for
Right.
Quintero and Partners,
Yes.
and you've a goal of raising $5,000.
That's our goal.
And Coral Gables Women's Club is going to help you.
Yay.
Yay!
Tomorrow
Tomorrow is
with the
Chili-
Gringo Bingo.
Yeah, so tomorrow we have Gringo Bingo, hosted by Clutch Burger, and
The best burgers.
And oddly enough, we usually have music by
The
by
DJ.
DJ Germain, but DJ Germain is in classes for a couple of months, so he cannot do it.
No.
But we have a doctor of all things for LLS. We've got a doctor who is donating his time. He
To
likes
be
to do
the
it.
DJ?
He's not a real DJ.
I know, but he's
but
doing.
he likes to do it.
Oh my gosh, that
so
is wonderful.
Stephen has this doctor coming and going to give us music. So, we have a stand-in doctor.
Wow.
But how
as a
appropriate
DJ.
that it's for LLS. We're raising the money. We share the money.
God is a purpose-driven God.
There you go.
Nothing's
So-
a coincidence.
So, we were talking about Quintero and Partners and how
Mhm.
she's not on the board or anything
No,
about
no.
LLS, which normally I would say, oh yeah, let's have somebody from the board. But you are like a fundraiser
Just
for
a
many
fundraiser.
different things, and so is Quintero and Partners.
Yes.
So we're talking about, okay, so LLS, we have this beautiful little girl that is kind of depicts,
every year they pick a child.
right?
And the one that pretty soon he's going to show is the one for this year. She's been chosen as the LLS child for this year. And what I got involved because my mom is a leukemia survivor.
Mhm.
And you know that leukemia and lymphoma, it's mostly blood cancer. And then my dad just passed away from his second spout with cancer. So for me, cancer, my husband's a survivor. And like you told me,
Really?
your daughter.
Yeah.
So what they've been doing really, because I interviewed before I got our agency involved in any fundraising, because we don't have a lot of time, like we spoke, I wanted to make sure that it was something that meant something to all of us. And for me, as the head of the team and Quintero and Partners, we do a lot of things. And so Beto Quintero, he's the owner, and he said, let's do it. So this is our third year fundraising for the LLS. I'm excited. And it's important because they've been around since 1949. Our company has been around since 1951. So they're kind of there. So I
Almost,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
And then they've raised almost 1.5 billion in cancer research. And a lot of things that I like is you can go on the website and see all the research that they've been able to, all the cures or research that they've been able to develop thanks to your money, to all the donors. And not only that, but if the family needs money, if they have to pay a mortgage or
Wow.
they're struggling and they can't make ends meet, then LLS, they can go to LLS and find that support. And one of the things, it goes hand in hand, because one of the things that Quintero and Partner does through Globe Life is that we provide cancer coverage for families. If they
Okay.
get, God forbid they get struck with cancer, then they get money to pay the bills, do all that. And
Right. Yeah.
so it went hand in hand with
Yeah. So it kind of made
LLS.
sense for you guys
It did. It
to
did.
have a big team.
I'm excited.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So actually, when is the event?
The event is November 12th, and we're going to lift up our lights in that park. It's on the website. We're going to lift up the lights and shed the light on in the darkness. And that's what the event is for.
And what time is it?
It's at 6 p.m.
At 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So that's
If
why.
they go on the link, they're going to get all the info. If you want to bring your little light,
And by
gonna
November,
be
it's
a-
dark. It's almost at 6
Yeah,
o'clock. So that's
I
cool.
think so.
And when they light the light, is it a sparkler? What is it?
No, it's like a little lantern.
Oh, a lantern. Because
Yeah.
I've never been to it. So,
Yeah. Well, this is
I'll
our
look
first
forward to
time
that.
doing the run as well.
oh, yeah.
So we usually do the gala, we do other stuff fundraising for the LLS. But like you said, when the COVID came around, we had to cancel all the
Yeah, you-
events.
you couldn't
It
do
was
the
well, it
gala.
was via Zoom, but it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
But we did it. We
So
did it
now,
anyway.
when is the gala this year? Do you know yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's always in March.
Oh, so it'll
it's
be
always in March.
2023.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2023. Then
So
we'll
were
get
you
back
able
involved.
to do one this year?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, this
okay.
year, yes.
Yeah.
We
And-
participated. We got an award, and the award is beautiful because it's a little blood. It's a little teardrop of blood. It's beautiful.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I usually have time to go to the dealerships and ask for sponsorship, but this year it's been
Yeah,
rough.
it's been
So
rough.
we're
Yeah.
depending on all the viewers out there.
Yeah. And we were talking about, there's a lot of stuff going on right now that people want to support. But when you see this child, and when you get a chance, Julian, the child we talked about that is like,
Yes.
what is she's like your poster
She's a
child,
poster child for this
poster
year.
child for this year.
hmm
She's in 5-year remission,
Yes.
but the reason because of LLS research,
Yes, absolutely.
and they had a drug that they were able to treat her with, and she had an 87% chance of not surviving, and whatever this because of their research,
For
they
years.
had a drug they were able to
Yeah.
treat her with, and
we
she's in remission.
she's
for it.
one of, I think it's 50 children.
Is that right?
So they pick the one, they think.
Over the years,
Oh,
every
year,
yeah,
every year they pick a
pick
different
one.
child.
Yeah,
And we also have
And
teenagers as
yeah.
well.
and she's adorable. If you can find that picture, Julian.
I pray it never happens to us, but because I have grandkids.
Okay, yeah, me too. Look how cute she is.
And, yeah,
Yeah,
and
So,
happy
yeah,
and grateful.
exactly.
We just want to thank everybody that through the years, any type of cancer donations or fundraising, thank you.
Yeah.
Because we have different types, but this one to me is special because of my mom.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when we were also talking about the other things that Quintero and Partners does, and
That's why we chose this one.
and I'm not, and we're not plugging Quintero and
No,
Partners
no.
per se, but
it's good to recognize when any corporation does something good.
But what I'm saying is, in a lot of ways, there's a lot of corporations like yours that are out there doing that.
Yes.
But if you're a corporation and you're not doing anything like this, it's such a great feel-good thing.
Yes,
And
it is.
it's good team building. There's so many good things that come off of it, aside from helping
families
cure a child
Yeah.
of an illness too. And we were talking about one of the other things you're involved in.
The child safety.
Yeah. And talk about that little app, because that app I love.
Well, American Income came out with that app. I don't know. I think like the actual app about 3 years ago.
Right.
And you download the app to the phone, and it's free.
Yeah.
So they can call us and they can get it for free. And what it does, you put in the child's we have over 2,000 children that go missing daily,
Which is
from 1-year-old all the way to 26-year-olds. Different reasons. California is the number one state, where Texas is the second, and we're the third. So we tell people to be careful. Download that app. Reach out to us. Download the app, and it has a button that after you fill out the child's profile, the guardian's profile, if you click on that button, within 20 minutes you have a detective in your house. I mean, it takes like 24 hours. You have 1,000 miles of first responders looking for the child.
Wow. Yeah.
So we do a lot of things. We try, right, to do a lot of things that can help the community, and that's something. That's why I like working. It's through Globe Life as well.
Yeah.
So I like working with them.
But it's just phenomenal that there are so many children that go missing, and we were talking about not just children; it's young adults that
Yeah,
for organs.
it's tough.
It's not
The organ trafficking, because you
for
would
human
think
trafficking.
you
It's
would
so
think
many
that would happen like in third world countries, but
exactly.
not here.
I know.
So that kind of freaks us all out.
and for
And
us to be Florida to be number 3,
number 3.
that really is scary.
Yeah. Hopefully those
So,
numbers will change. But
yeah.
people have to be alert and aware, and teach your children.
And have
Like
that
never
app
put
is
like
good.
the little name on their backpack. Don't put the little hat with their names. No monograms. That way someone can't come up and say, "Hey, Charlie, your
Right.
mom sent me."
Exactly.
Have a code word as well. Oh yeah, what's the code word?
Yeah.
And then start screaming. Did you see the video of the little girl recently that she screamed
no.
and he had to let go of? She was trained.
Oh, she was trained.
And she
Yeah.
screamed, and broad daylight, someone was trying to take her, 5-year-old.
Wow.
So we have to be, just aware, alert, and
For
teach
sure.
our kids. So
Yeah.
that's a little bit of everything that we do.
Okay. So tell me about you. How did you get involved in nonprofit work?
Through church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Where
think
do you go to church?
Christ Fellowship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
I think, but way before. I'm talking about 30 years ago. 30 years ago, we've been involved. I used to sing for children back in the day. It's a long story. We're not going to get into that. But my husband used to be a record producer, like mainstream for like Sony Records and stuff, back in the days. And then when he retired, or no, when we met, he says, let's do a children's album. So my passion has always been children.
Oh,
And
my
I did an
goodness.
album for children. I did 2, one in English, one in Spanish. And then after that, we recorded 3 Christian CDs.
Did you really?
Yeah, this was like 23 years ago. And so I've always wanted to give. I think that if you've been blessed, then you should give testimony of how your life is, what things changed in your life, how did they change, and help other people. It's not all about give me, but give. And the more you give, the more you feel filled, or fulfilled. So that's how I
Absolutely.
got involved with nonprofits. I
Yeah.
started off with Amigos Together for Kids.
Oh
That's
yeah.
how, with Jorge Plasencia,
Yeah.
Roxana Fernandez.
Oh,
We
yeah.
go back. But
Oh,
that's
my
how I
gosh.
first got involved.
Well, there are so many. Well, those were Hispanic charities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
Yeah. Well, La Liga contra el Cáncer.
La Liga contra el Cancer. Never got involved in that one, but
Well, the
yeah.
funny thing was, we used to. Years ago, the Coral Gables Junior Women's Club used to put on a big show every year, and we had different locations. We ended up at Gusman toward the end when we finally said it cost us too much to do it.
Right.
But we would do a show, and it would support the Children's Dental Clinic. We have a free Children's Dental Clinic, and I should probably tell you about that because some of the charities you're involved in might be able to refer people to the dental clinic.
Oh,
It
good.
doesn't cost anything.
Oh, yes.
But
Please let me know.
It's for the children who fall between the cracks in the healthcare system. And it's
Oh,
attached to our clubhouse. So we have an historic clubhouse at 1001 East Ponce.
oh,
So
wow.
you know where that is?
Yes,
near
of course.
the Douglas Center.
Mhm.
And it's beautiful. And we rent it out. We have 2 ballrooms we rent out. And that helps us to maintain the building, but also support the dental clinic. And then we have
Wow.
all these other things we do, one of which is the Gringo Bingo.
Well, you do a million things.
Oh, well, that
That's
club
not e-
alone, these
I
women,
get tired from listening to you with all the things you do,
I get tired of writing about it.
but God bless you. Yes.
So, but it's so terrific that that you and I interact, and we talk to our other friends, and then we find ways to help each other out. And
Yes.
that's why I was so wanted to have you on the show
Yeah. And
because
when I retire,
uh,
I'll do more stuff with you.
oh good.
Yeah. I plan to retire in 5 years. So
Yeah.
then I'll collaborate more.
Okay. So I was telling you about the women's club, and I got off sidetrack, but we used to do a show, and it was at Miami Highlight, and we used the TV room. We built a stage, and we
Wow.
had this big performance there. But typically the same weekend, was the big La Leo contra el Cancer, their
Oh,
big
wow.
telethon or whatever it was.
Yes.
I don't,
It was a
and
telethon.
yeah, so
Mhm.
so we
Like the Jerry Lewis telethon,
exactly,
but for
but La Liga
cancer.
has it, and
Right.
they're I don't know, they've raised a ton of
Oh,
money.
yeah.
Ton of money. Yeah. So we always felt like we were part of it because we were,
Oh,
in the same facility and we were cheering, different parts of the High Life Fronton.
wow. That was
But
a
yeah,
while
they used
back.
to, yeah. I don't know where they're doing their I wouldn't be surprised if they're not doing it still there because the Fronton's still there.
I haven't heard much of the Liga lately,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Check into that.
yeah,
Yeah,
we should.
yeah. Your partners will know about it.
Yeah, LLS would know. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, it's exciting. It's exciting tomorrow at the Clutch Burger. We want everybody to come. I'm bringing my mom. She's a
goody.
leukemia survivor.
Oh, that's perfect.
So she's going to eat the burger and she's going to win she said, I'm winning the bingo. I'm like, okay.
You're winning the bingo.
She said
Well,
that.
we have. Well, it costs $30,
Right.
and you get 12 chances to
It's
win.
just so
bingo.
fun.
And then we have a coverall because Stephen Bradley, the owner of Clutch Burger, donates. Well, because you've been
Yeah.
there, but he donates. It's a burger a month for a year, a card for it, and that's worth about $300
Wow.
if you get the biggest burger. If you get
Yeah, that's
Clutch
the one
Burger.
we ate.
Have you ever seen the Clutch Burger?
Well, we had to split it. It was too big.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
I'm always
It was-
amazed when I
but it
go
was
there and
so
somebody
good.
orders it and they eat the whole thing, and they're never heavy-set people that order it,
Right.
and they do it, and I'm going.
Did you eat
They
the
must-
Clutch Burger?
I
The
have
whole
never,
thing?
Are
No.
you, no,
No.
I've never
It
even
doesn't
ordered
fit.
it. No, you know what? You can order it with fewer.
My
patties.
nephew, he's going again.
Yeah.
He had the Clutch Burger.
Oh, and he ate it, right?
Yeah, he ate it.
Yeah.
He's
So-
27.
He can do it.
But you and I can't.
No, we can't do it.
We just want people to go, play the bingo, donate the $30, and it's going to go to a great cause.
Yeah, and the $30 we share it. The half
Mhm.
goes to Dental Clinic, half goes to our charity. Before COVID, we were doing all of it to the charity, but we had to,
Yeah.
like most charities, we were talking about during
Yeah.
COVID, charities got hurt, and I'm sure that charities are going to get hurt now because of the hurricane.
The
Because
hurricane.
a lot of,
Well, a lot
dollars,
of people.
disposable income
Yeah.
is going to. First of all, a lot of people cannot donate, and then on top of that, a lot of people need the help.
That's
so,
true. Especially
well,
Sanibel. All of that
yeah.
up there. Fort Myers.
Well, my granddaughter lost everything, lost 2 cars, and
Wow.
and she's in Orlando.
And
You
she's in
have-
Orlando.
People have no idea the flooding that went across the state, and even going up the St. John's River, that kept rising.
Oh,
even-
my Lord. I
even
didn't know
after-
that.
Even after this, I signed up for the two TV stations in Orlando because they interviewed my daughter. They wanted to interview a parent of a child that was, affected by the hurricane, and they ended up. So I went on to see her being interviewed, and they said, "You want news from here at the station?" I go, "Sure." So now I'm getting updates all the time.
Oh,
so
wow.
If you ever want to know what's happening in Orlando, I know.
Okay, good to know that.
But it's good to, it's kind of fun to get things from the other side of the state because,
Right,
things
because
we
we're in
don't
our
e-
world here.
yeah. But whoever talked about the St. John's River overflowing and compromising all these houses? They were delivering by boat medicines to people
Wow.
in these houses that they couldn't get out. They were just trapped. And
I saw a series from the Katrina,
a long
last
time
week.
ago. Yeah.
No, I mean,
What?
it's new. The series
a
is
new
like
series.
5
Okay.
or 6, but it's like you wouldn't think a hospital. It's about a hospital during Katrina,
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That
and
must have been
50
horrid.
people ended up dying it's amazing. But you don't know the things that happen when these hurricanes come by. We only know a little bit, but we don't know the big different stories.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
it was kind of interesting getting these news, these new news reports from other stations around the state.
wow.
And I thought, oh, I'm glad I signed up for this because it
Now you're
really
more
is-
informed and you
yeah.
can inform others as
Yeah.
well.
And the
Knowledge is power.
Yeah. And the Coral Gables Women's Club is part of the General Federation of Women's Clubs, and they have each one. They're divided up, but every state has their own General Federation. Florida, Georgia, whatever.
Right.
And so we have, and there are 12 districts within our state, but we were just together a week before for a state convention. A week before all this happened to Orlando.
Wow.
And we think, oh my gosh.
Had you been there?
Well, we wouldn't have been able to get out. You couldn't drive. That's why we couldn't go up and retrieve my granddaughter, because there was no
goodness.
Parts of 75. Remember, there were 14 miles of 75 that were closed.
Wow.
And then there were parts of the turnpike. Getting off the exits were tough. You couldn't get. So yeah, it's been a real journey.
Yes. Wow. Well, good that she's good.
So
that she's
goodness.
okay.
Yeah. She had to get an Airbnb though, just to finish out $2,000 a month.
Wow. So these are the little nuances, people.
But she has to finish classes. She's only got 2 months to go. So she's, bite the bullet.
It is right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But she's not the only one up there that are doing through the
affected.
Same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's why we're here.
And
we're here to help people.
I think up there they had a shortage of a crisis, for apartments and everything anyway. And of course, we're the same way. If it had hit us, we'd have been.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, as it is, people can't afford rents here.
I know. Everything's gone up.
Awful. Yeah. I feel so bad. I'm so fortunate. We have, I have a house.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you're,
Yeah, we always have to count our blessings, right?
Absolutely.
And just give, like you and I do.
Yeah.
Work with the charities.
And that's why things like the Coral Gables Women's Club, the dental clinic is so important. All these, there's so many great charities in this community. And of course, because I have a column, people send me press releases all the time.
Oh, wow.
So I know about all the, so many charities.
Wow.
And even, what's coming up? We've got, I was telling you about the chili cook-off.
Right.
But that same, what is it? On the 29th, the day before, on Saturday, is Pause for You, the rescue. And they're an amazing organization. And when you have things like this happening,
the animals. Wow.
So I'm sure they're gonna be
involved.
getting involved in that. Yeah. And Carol Caria, the founder of that, has been on my show before, and she's amazing. But they have an event. Their event is so much fun. If you know anybody with a dog,
I know many people with dogs.
Oh my gosh, they have, the Pinecrest Gardens.
Yes.
Well, the Banyan Bowl.
Uh-huh.
So in the Banyan Bowl, they have a dog costume contest. And families get dressed up with their dogs. I mean, they have themes. It is the best.
Oh, wow. Well, you need to send me info when you find out, because I'm not.
You read my column. I write about all this stuff all the time. No, seriously. You can go to see. Actually, you can Google me. You can just go Gloria's Gab.
Gloria's Gab. That's what I'm going to do.
Stuff comes
because I don't have time to read like emails. But
I know.
I know people with dogs that they would dress up the dog as well.
Yeah. So that's just one of the things. They have like
I think my sister has 5 dogs.
An activity course or something. The dogs run around, and they have all these vendors that have things that you might want.
And this is a charity as well.
It's for Pause for You. So
nice.
I can't remember what the gate is. It's not very much, but it's just a fun day.
It is.
Even if you don't own a pet, if you go, because I don't even have a
dog.
Well,
my only pet is my husband.
Oh, well.
I'm allergic to everything except my husband. I am. I'm allergic to dogs and cats and everything.
Oh, no. So you can't go.
But I can send people.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So anyway, it's a great event. And it should be something that everybody would enjoy. And then the next day, I told everybody, hey, bring your dogs in costume. You can come to the chili cook-off.
The next day with the dogs.
Yeah, with the dogs. Yeah, and the Women's Club is actually, we're having one of our big fundraisers of the year is a Halloween party.
Oh.
And for adults, open bar.
Wow.
$100 a person. It's the best party in town.
Wow.
And we have DJ Jermaine. Actually, DJ Jermaine is going to come and
be the DJ.
And be the DJ.
Not the doctor.
Not the doctor. Yeah.
But tomorrow we'll have a doctor as a DJ.
I know.
It's LLS, so it comes hand in hand.
There you go.
I like
Yeah, I
it.
know. That was kind of cute that did that. So, yes, if anybody wants to RSVP for that, it just send me an email and tell me your name. It's Gloria at cnews.net. Gloria at C like Charlie News, NEWS.net. And yeah, and we do it the first Tuesday of every month, but this Tuesday, because of all that was going on,
Yeah.
we changed it to the 11th. So, but it'll be back on the first Tuesday. And then on the fourth Tuesday, yeah, I have another event with the
You
Rotary
told me.
Club. The Rotary Club and the Coral Gables
She's
Women's Club.
doing
I
everything.
know, it's
Okay.
way
She
too
is your
much.
person for a hookup if you need one. Okay.
If you're looking for a place to go to support a good cause, I can hook you up with somebody somewhere.
Yes.
There are so
Definitely.
many. No, Magic Waste Foundation is doing a gala, but I don't even need to plug that because they're sold out.
Wow.
And who else is? Oh, the Coral Gables Community Foundation. Their thing is already sold out. Yeah. So,
Wow.
and these are charities that are helping multiple areas, like the Community Foundation. They're all over
Right.
the place helping people. One year, they actually gave the Coral Gables Women's Club an $8,000 grant for us to replace one of our dental chairs, which was a
Wow.
large donation for them to a single charity. But
That was
yeah,
beautiful.
but they're so wonderful. Yeah, so we're
So
so
we're here
happy.
to support. We have to go to everything.
We have to go to everything, and
So-
it'll wear you out. So you
so-
just need to pick and choose.
Yeah. Remember LLS. Remember kids with cancer.
Right.
And just support us. Come out tomorrow and
go
support
to
us.
the LLS website to
Yeah.
find, if you have a child or if you know somebody, go to that site and find
Yeah.
out how you might offer resources.
Yeah,
or
when-
how you can help.
When you look at our link, if you click on the link, the website's on there,
Perfect.
and who to contact in case you need help or
Right.
your child needs help. Everything is
Right.
on there.
That's great.
Yeah, I like it. And we're
Well,
doing good.
Yeah. Well, I am so happy that you came and joined
Thank
me
you.
today.
I like
and
coming.
I know. You know
Now,
what?
what's that?
That's banana nut bread, and everybody that come gets a piece of banana nut bread
For
as
your
as a
diet.
treat, and then I have to share it with the rest. So we're lucky nobody's invaded us. They have a
And
sales
you
meeting
make
going.
that?
Yeah, make it.
Wow.
So I have a sales meeting every day at the same time as our show is. So if it weren't for that, they would be waiting at the door.
I get it.
All
right.
So anyway, so I want to thank again South Florida PBS. If you're not a member, you need to be. Just the greatest. And I have had such a good weekend between football games and nonprofit work. I've been watching Call the Midwife, and
Oh,
I am almost through with the back ones that I'm rewatching. But if you haven't seen that, you've got to see that.
oh.
And then and so many good things coming up.
And the
But
concerts.
do you
and all that.
are you a member?
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
good.
Uh,
So you
hello.
get this too.
Yep.
Okay. So don't need to tell you anything.
Nope. I
Yeah.
get it every
Anyway.
month.
All right. Well, listen, thank you so much, South Florida PBS. We'll see you next week. And until then, have a great day and keep making a positive impact on our community,
Yes.
just like Roxie does every
Thank you,
day.
Gloria. You too. God bless you all.